How did we meet? Tell them exactly how we met. Tell them first thing I said to you. Tell them how we met.
I was late.
You were late. Came to a comedy club. She came down front with her girlfriend. When I saw her, I quit breathing. And that, from the moment I saw you, when you walked into that comedy club that night, and the first thing I said to you, ever, was, I don't know who you are, lady, but I'm gonna marry you one day. And it took me a long time, but I did it. What's been the key to our success?
The fact that you respect me and I respect you, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's been like a, I think what happened to me and Marjorie was we got together at a point in our life where we had both failed at this miserably.
Hey there, fam. Things are starting to get heated up in Steve Harvey's family because even his biological children are speaking up about what is really happening behind closed doors. We might often see Steve's fun aura on TV, but it seems like it was all just a facade because the family man that many people know him as cannot really keep his family together. But hold up, because this time the blame is not on him alone, as Marjorie is at the center of the chaos this time. Curious to know how things are looking in this large blended family? So are we, so let us start digging deeper, shall we? It has been days since the public attention was on Marjorie Harvey, but not because of her fashion content on Instagram, not even because of the picture-perfect family photos that she was sharing online. It all has something to do with her alleged affair and how badly she is treating Steve Harvey. Steve's eldest, the twins, Brandy and Carly, are taking the stand to explain how they are being left aside by their own father because of Marjorie's antics. Could it be possible that Marjorie is purposely using Steve just so he would focus on her own children instead of his? As many people know, especially his fans, Steve is very fond of Lori. He loves her unconditionally, even though she is not his biological daughter. Okay, there is nothing wrong with that, but the thing is, his biological children are being left in the shadows because of Lori. And you all know what happens when there is favoritism in the family. Jealousy comes next, and that is what will likely ruin the relationship.
Really can make an egg.
She can do good brownies.
Yeah, she does.
She does really, really good brownies. Winton can make good eggs. Jason makes good grits. And I think that's about it.
So if you want a brownie, an egg,
and some grits.
There you have it.
Well, for those of you who do not know, Steve's love life, or should I say married life, has been pretty colorful. Maybe not many remember his issues before because everyone is so focused on adoring him and the way he treats his current wife, Marjorie. He got so much love to give her, and he would always profess that affection every chance he gets, even on television. We could not say that it was all an act because Steve is probably really in love with Marjorie. The thing is, because of the controversies that Marjorie is being involved in, people cannot help but wonder if Marjorie's love for him is genuine. Or was it all just an act to get a hold of his money and fame?
How did that work, Steve?
Oh, that's hard.
I thought you were gonna give me cool by y'all like, oh,
no, that's hard, dog. They wasn't in agreement. They went bowling one night in Memphis when me and Marjorie first got together. We brought all the kids together, all 7 of them. And all the girls went bowling and came back and decided they didn't want us to get married and said they don't think it's the right thing to do.
You heard it from Steve himself. Maybe his children were sensing that something was off with this woman, hence they disliked her from the get-go. But this is not only about the recent drama and accusations claiming that Marjorie is cheating on Steve with his own bodyguard. Apparently, the feud, or indifference, that Steve's 4 biological children have with Marjorie has been going on for years. They probably were just quiet before as they were seeing Steve happy with her. According to some insider, Steve's kids reached out to him about Marjorie, but he never really listened to him as he was set that Marjorie is the right woman for him. Are you ever curious about how Steve and Marjorie started their relationship? Their love story is one of the many things that people adore about them. Imagine, they already knew each other in the 90s but only got married in 2007. Rumor has it that from the start, Steve was attracted to Marjorie, but he was still married at that time. They remained friends though, but only reconnected in 2005 through a friend. Of course, they rekindled the attraction and decided to tie the knot in 2007. Since then, their marriage has been going strong. Is it really though? Or is that just what they want people to see? Anyway, people are doubting that Marjorie was even attracted to Steve when they first met in the 90s. It is likely because Steve was still struggling with his career at that time and he was not yet the man that we all know him now. Obviously, he was not as wealthy as he is right now, and that is something that Marjorie probably considered. You guys, Marjorie has been with men in the past who have the money to spoil her rotten. Give her everything she wants, no matter where that money comes from. At such a young age, Marjorie got married to her first husband, Jim Townsend. Yes, the drug kingpin who got arrested. That is the man. He got arrested, and Marjorie even got investigated by the FBI because of her relationship with the said dealer. Jim was facing life in prison but got pardoned when Barack Obama was still president. Their marriage did not last long because of the arrest. Marjorie went on with her life and eventually met and married her second husband, Darnell Woods. Though little is known about their relationship and divorce, it was said that Darnell is also a substance dealer. He and Marjorie also never talked publicly about what went down between them. He was allegedly the biological father of Lori Harvey, Steve's favorite kid now. So yes, Steve is Marjorie's third husband. On the other hand, Steve also went through some marriages and divorces before he married Marjorie. During his past 2 marriages, he had 4 biological children: Brandy, Carly, Broderick, and Winton. All of them knew about Marjorie's past, and it was said that all of them do not like Marjorie for their father. Her past was not the only factor that made her questionable for Steve's children. Her intention is something that they also dislike. Brandy believes that Marjorie is somewhat looking at Steve's wealth because she never gave him the chance back then when they first met and he was still broke, but she was quick to accept him in her life when his career already took off and he got the money rolling already. What is more interesting about this story is the fact that throughout the years that Steve and Marjorie do not have a communication, Marjorie kept in touch with Steve's bodyguard, Big Boom Freeman. In fact, it was because of him that Steve and Marjorie were able to reconnect in 2005, even though years have passed between them without any interactions. Also, that happened just a little while after Steve got divorced from his second wife, Mary. And let me tell you, that divorce was so chaotic and messy. Steve was accused of cheating on Mary multiple times. Even though they got engaged in a legal battle because of the things that Mary kept on saying about Steve, she was still keen on exposing him and his affairs. She once claimed that Steve even cheated on her with Marjorie. That is very interesting, you know? According to Steve, this is what Big Boom said to him. He told me, "Look, the only time I've seen you happy was when you were with that woman Marjorie. Now, before you go and do something stupid and marry another woman, I'm calling her." He added, "It was like being reborn. I messed up so many times in my life. She made all the difference. When you're happy at home, you can make a lot of things happen." Oh, this is kind of shady. No wonder people are thinking that Marjorie and Steve's bodyguard are having an affair behind his back. It seems like they are much closer even before Steve and Marjorie reconciled. Are they planning something? And as I have mentioned, Marjorie is used to having a lavish lifestyle. All those fashion contents? Many people are wanting to be in her shoes, being showered with all the good things in life. Steve once admitted that he spends a lot of money on her. That is not surprising though, considering that he got so much money to give anyway. But all of that does not sit right with his biological children. As we all know by now, Marjorie's 3 children got legally adopted by Steve and they are all using his last name. But that is not all, because rumors are circulating that all of them are included in his will as well. Well, if we are his biological children, some of us will definitely raise eyebrows on that. As you heard earlier, Steve's daughters do not approve of him marrying Marjorie, but he was the one paying for their expenses, so they basically do not have a say on the things that he's doing in his life. To say that Marjorie got Steve wrapped up around her fingers is an understatement, you all. So fam, does Marjorie only entertain Steve the second time around because of his money? It is possible that she loves him now, but were the feelings mutual from the start? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. Spill that tea. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button if you're living through this whirlwind of drama. Subscribe so you never miss a moment of celebrity scoop, and prepare yourselves for the next jaw-dropping episode. Until next time, stay fabulous. And now, check out this next story. Bye-bye.